What's going on, fellow rock and rollers? It's Mr. Jim here. Peace and love to you. Hope you're doing well, staying happy and healthy, and being kind to yourself and to others. And guess what we're going to do today? You see it in the title. We're going to do some extra ways to practice some cool techniques, tips, and sort of tricks on the guitar. And so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to practice a shape. So are we talking about a circle? No. A triangle? No. A square or a star or any other shape you could think of? Nope. We are not practicing shapes like that. What I mean by shapes on the guitar is how you place your fingers to make a chord. So if you were to make a G chord like this, that's kind of like using a claw. I think of it as a claw. It's the top and bottom string of the 3rd fret. So let's get into that. The claw chord. That's a simple way to play a G chord. So we're going to do simple, start simple and move our way from there. So G. And a cool thing that I discovered with this is that you could take this G chord on the 3rd fret and move it all the way up to the 15th fret. And it's an octave of that. Super cool. So when you're recording, or say you're playing and you're having fun and you're strumming, if you're playing live, it's awesome. It gives a lot more dynamic to your playing, and it's still playing the same chord. It's just having a lot higher notes if you play it up here. To find the 15th fret, you have to find the fret that's got the 2 dots on it. That's the 12th. Usually that's a guide. It'll have that on there for you. If it's not there, sometimes it'll be in the middle of the fret. And then you just count up 3 from there. So 12, 13, 14, 15. And this works with all the chords that find themselves in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd fret as a root, which is super cool. So we're going to take G and then move it up here. Sounds like that. What if we did an E minor chord? That's like the quotation chord I've referenced before. You do quotations with your fingers. Go to the 2nd and 3rd strings of the 2nd fret. You would have moved that up to the 14th. Why? Because the 15th is adding 12 to 3. So we add 12 to 2 here because we're on the 2nd fret, and that would land us on the 14th fret. Same shape, which is super cool. Up on the 14th fret, 2nd and 3rd strings. All I did was move my fingers. I didn't actually move how they're shaped. The shape stays the same. So let's try a C chord now, right? So C is like this. Remember where C is. It's the 2nd string from the bottom on the 1st fret. Skip a string, go to the 3rd string from the top on the 2nd fret, and then the 2nd string from the top on the 3rd fret. And play all the strings except the top one. And then from there, you move up to 13th, 14th, and 15th. Super cool. Oh, it sounds really neat. Right up there. 13th, 14th, and 15th. Adds a really nice up top layer there. And the last one, we're going to do a D. Some people think that this looks like a pretzel. Yeah, if that's what you think of it as, awesome. So it's the 2nd fret, bottom string, skip a string, go to the 3rd string from the bottom on the 2nd fret, and then when the string that you skipped, put your finger there on the 2nd string from the bottom on the 3rd fret, and that's D. You can play all the strings, except try not to get that top one. And if you can avoid getting the A to the 2nd string, that would be good too. But, if you can get it, it's fine. It sounds pretty good. So then you go up here to the 14th, 15th, and 14th to play that octave chord way up high. So remember, this is how it goes, right? The shape is like this. Move it up to the 15th. You're adding 12 to 3. That's what we're doing to make 15. E minor, on the 2nd fret, add 12 to get to the 14th fret. C major, add 12 to get to the 13th, 14th, and 15th. And D major, you move up to the 14th, 15th, and 14th there. Just all you're doing is keeping your fingers in the same shape and moving it up. So let's do a little bit of a jam together on these chords. Simple rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now jump up to here. Now go to E minor and do the same thing. Now to C. Back up to C. D. how cool is that? When you're recording, you get the low notes down here in one ear, let's say, and then you want to record the same exact chords just played up on the 15th fret area. You can get some really, really cool, big sounding, almost sounding like a 12-string guitar. If you have one to the left and one to the right, or vice versa, you can have a lot of fun with that, creating a nice, big, well-rounded, textural, layered acoustic guitar sound. All right, so next thing with shapes, like we talked about, right? Shapes, not the circle, the square, the triangle, the star, the diamond, parallelogram, rhombus, anything you could think of that would be an actual shape like we think of as when we're kids, when we're learning shapes. We're gonna take a traditional F chord. Now F is kind of like C, right? This is a C chord, like we just did. And F is just moving these two fingers down one string each on the same fret. So it's like 1, 2, 3, starting on the second string from the bottom on the first fret. 2, and then 3. And what I want you to do is just explore this, moving it up to the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, 10th, 11th, and 12th, and 12th, 13th, and 14th. This is a simple exercise to explore the guitar in really cool ways and be able to not just be strapped to this one part of the guitar. In the key of F, which is super cool. And you don't even need to change the shape of your fingers. Remember, it's all about shapes here. Shapes and having fun with shapes and moving it around on the guitar. To explore the guitar in different ways, giving yourself a little bit more versatility and movement around the guitar. So 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, 10th, 11th, and 12th, and 12th, 13th, and 14th. Have fun with that. Go upwards and then do it downwards like this. Really fun. Again, shapes. Awesome stuff. Great job working your way around the different shapes like we did, moving it up from the 3rd to the 15th fret area with those chords that we talked about, G, E minor, C, and D, and then using an F chord to play around. We got 5 chords right there that we could do so many different fun things with on the guitar. Awesome stuff. Thumbs up, love, peace, cowabunga, rock and roll, and A-OK. We'll see you next time for who knows what. Bye-bye.